Hello friends, I'm Miss Ashley, a children's librarian from the San Antonio Public Library. And today, with permission from Henry Holt, an imprint of the Macmillan Publishing Company, we will be reading The Great Grand Plan by Ellie Willard and illustrated by Stephen Minton. The pig had a house in the wild, wild wood. It was safe, it was strong, it was snug, and it was good. So when the bad wolf started howling and prowling and sulking and scowling and grizzling and growling, the pig said, "Old wolf, you can blow till you're blue, but you'll not break my house down, whatever you do." The wolf simply glared and slunk slowly away. But there on the pathway, the very next day, the pig found a note that said, "Top secret plot. Number 1, eat the 3 little pigs," but it was crossed off. Number 2, gobble Red Riding Hood's Gran, nice and hot. "No," cried the pig, "oh my trusty old trotter, that stinky old flea bag, that wily old rotter." And he leaped to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue, save that Gran. I'll snatch him, I'll catch him, that wolf won't escape, but first what I need is a super pig cape." So he dashed through the town till he came to a stall. They hadn't a cape, but they gave him a shawl. There he is. Then he leaped to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue, save that Gran. Now I'll have to be sneaky, I might have to spy. Binoculars, yes, I should give them a try." So he dashed to the shop, and there weren't any there. But he did find some rather fine specs, the last pair. Then he leaped to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue, save that Gran. I'll swoop on that wolfie, I'll hoop him, I hope, but now what I need is some lovely strong rope." So he dashed to the city. The shops were so full, and the ropes was sold out. But he did find some wool. Then he ran to the wheel of his rusty old van, crying, "Pig to the rescue, save that Gran." But just as he came to the edge of the wood, he stopped most abruptly, as there the wolf stood. "Red Riding Hood's Granny? Well, how do you do? Strangely enough, I've been searching for you. Although I admit that it's quite a surprise, you've such a strange nose and such small piggy eyes." "Gran," thought the pig, and he took a long look. Then he quivered and quaked, and he shivered and shook. The wolf eyed him up and snarled, nice and plump. Not old and not chewy, just look at that rump. You taste rather rare in a roll, I would bet." And he lunged at the pig, but then down came a net. And there in the wood was Red Riding Hood's Gran, who cried, "Think we can't catch you? You bet that we can." Look, there's Granny. "You wicked old wolf, you may huff, you may puff, but I'm telling you now, I've had quite enough." Then she tied up the wolf from his nose to his tail, and together they took him and dropped him in jail. There's Fairy Tale in jail. "Thanks," cried the pig, but the Gran said, "Thank you. The wolf would have minced me for great Granny's stew." And linking together, they danced out a jig, the wolf-busting Gran and the clever young pig. "Yes," they both said, "we're an excellent team." And the wolf never came there again, it would seem. The end. Thank you so much for reading with me. And for more information, please call 210-207-2500 or visit us at my sapl.org. Thank you.